Hello and welcome to another video from Plant Revelations, and today I want to talk about yellow rattle. Just walking the dog and I thought this would make a really good video, so I want to show you the effect of yellow rattle and how important it is. First of all, we're going to look at some areas of meadow without yellow rattle and then some areas with yellow rattle and see if you can see the difference. If you can see here, it's a nice bit of meadow. There's not a lot going on. It's mainly grass, a few of this geranium, the odd bit of wild parsnip, dock, creeping buttercup. Pretty low grade meadow really. Without having to labour the point, but here you can see again it's mostly grass, dock, creeping buttercup. It's very heavy clay fertile soil, so you tend to find that the grass is a major competitor of most species of plants, and it's a complete thug really. There is nettles and stuff as well. Another thing you notice is actually really quite tall. It's like waist height, and it'll get a lot taller. But yeah, not very species rich. So this is the plant we're talking about today, and this is yellow rattle, and it's just a very small patch of it here, but it's just a nice healthy looking plant, so I thought I'd just take a picture of it. And the amazing thing about this plant is that it's a parasitic plant, so it will root into the actual grass itself and weaken the grass. And the theory is it will allow other non-grass plants to colonise a meadow, and you'll get more diversity rather than just essentially a high lawn with a few weeds in it. But it's only just started to colonise this section, so hasn't really had a chance to have an effect. Yellow rattle is an annual, Rhinanthus minor. Hopefully I've not butchered the Latin name. It's a dead language anyway, so let's not worry too much about the pronunciations. But it's a great annual. If you've got a little meadow in your garden and you want to get more wildflowers in, you can sprinkle the seed. I wouldn't advise the plugs. I've used them several times and they don't work. Instead I would go for the seed and sprinkle it down, which is quite effective. Sprinkle it down in the spring or late winter. I have noticed that it does not do very well in very wet soils. And also another thing which I didn't realise, which is a happy coincidence, is it will actually parasitise a lot of Fabaceae plants, so pea plants. So one of the problems you can get when you do a wildflower mix is you get some of the vetches, which can take over the whole meadow. You can just have like a meadow just full of vetch, but these will suppress that as well and allow you to have a much higher biodiversity in your meadow, without having to worry about cutting off lots of vegetation and getting rid of it and trying to reduce the fertility and mess about with scraping off topsoil and all that. You can literally just introduce this plant, so that's why it is so good if you want to create a meadow. So you can see I'm just lying down in this grass and it's not tall at all. You can see these fantastic sward of this yellow rattle, which is actually an annual, very good for bees. Like I say, it will weaken this grass. Next year there'll be lots of holes where the grass has died. Basically it exhausts it, literally sucks the life out of the plant, and that will leave some holes in the meadow for things like buttercups, oxeye daisies, crane's bill and things like that self-seeded, and you'll get a much wider diversity of plants. It's not going to wipe out the grass will still come back, and the levels of yellow rattle will go up and down over the years, but it is going to basically allow plants to get a bit of a foothold into the meadow, really, because otherwise, especially where the ground is rich, you are going to end up with just a field of very lush, tall grass. So thanks for today, thanks for watching. I hope you found that interesting. And please like and subscribe. Busy! I think you waited long enough, haven't you, Beryl? Let's go for a walk.